Arcades. You thought that these were things from the past, relics from a bygone era, which were only being used as cliches from horror shows from the 90s. But what if I tell you that this arcade is not just launching, but relaunching with a wider carpet area? Timezone India claims to be Asia Pacific's largest chain of gaming arcades. How big is that? It's big. And today they are relaunching their flagship operation here in Mumbai's Inorbit Mall. But why now? Why will a gaming arcade be relaunched in India when they are closing all over the world? And to answer this question, we got hold of Timezone India CEO Abbas Jabalpurwala and asked him this very same question while forcing him into a bumper car ride with us. So Abbas, why do you think gaming arcades still have so much relevance in India today?
So what is changing in India is the growing middle class. As it continues to grow and disposable income rise, people are looking at avenues to spend quality time with their family, whether you're a group of friends or family or you want to spend time with your child. So what better place than this than an arcade where you get to relive your childhood, meet your friends and have fun.
Well, if it wasn't obvious from what Abbas just said, gaming arcades are clearly a big thing in India. A JLL report from 2024 says that India has 6.6 million square feet of operational gaming arcades spread across the country. That's as much as 33 cricket fields. These gaming centers are spread across 500 different zones in 83 cities. And the segment is expected to grow 67% to 11 million square feet by the end of 2028. So relevance, that's there. But what about the money? Do gaming arcades just make enough money to justify this huge of a setup? And how good are the margins? To answer these questions, we strapped Abbas into one of his own rides. And he has been more or less kind enough to break this down for us. So Abbas, tell me, what are behind the business tactics of a gaming arcade like yours?
Arcade business is a very capex intensive business, as you know. We can see it around. Any good there venue that pays us back in 2.5 to 3.5 years, consider to be a good investment. And with our 21 years of experience in the country, we now have enough and more data to basically identify a good location and make sure that our investments that we do are paying us back in the threshold limit that we have.
But gaming arcades are also booming in India because, well, it's India. And as the age old saying goes, any place is fit for a date if you are Indian enough. Instagram today is full of content which suggests that gaming arcades are the perfect place for your online date. Just you, them, and some crazy competitive energy. But is this the same demography that Abbas targets? Third time's the charm, and we have got Abbas yet again to tell us what kind of an age group he targets with his gaming zones. So, Abbas, do tell us more about this.
Look, we want to appeal to everyone who is 5 years to 50 years and beyond. And that's exactly what this venue truly represents. And apart from that, we also wanted to become a destination which becomes a go-to place to celebrate your special occasions, whether it is birthday parties or anniversaries. And that's why we have this multi-seater party room which can cater up to 100 guests. So when you get hungry, then that's where we saw that, okay, let's have an in-house cafe. And that's the whole thought process behind why we have the cafe and the demography. And that explains the demographic that we are looking at.
While the surge of multi age oriented entertainment demands continue to rise in India, we can always expect more standalone gaming arcades turning up across Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities. But ultimately, the bigger question remains, will I be coming back to this arcade for another bout of Skull of Shadow? seems likely.